Welcome to another episode of Searching for McGuffin with your host, George.
Leonie.
And Link.
I'm glad that you were doing the nonverbal thing after I had already started the introduction.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Okay, well. Hey, Leonie, how are you?
Guys,
Yes.
I want to congratulate both of you.
Okay.
And Gabriel. And Dan, producer Dan.
Oh.
And me. Congratulate me as well.
Okay, congratulations, Link. What are we congratulating?
Because we are Oscar winners. Did you know that?
You're right.
On Sunday, all of us won an Oscar.
How so?
How so? Well, Jamie Lee Curtis said if you supported one of her genre films,
Okay.
you won an Oscar with her as well. And as I'm pretty sure everyone here in this podcast supported Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Like emotionally or like bought a ticket or?
Both.
Okay.
We're all Oscar winners. Also, I love Freaky Friday.
Same. The best.
Exactly. So
Not Halloween Ends?
that's maybe you.
Okay.
But yeah, so congratulations, man. Mr. George, Oscar winner. Mrs. Leanne, Oscar winner. Mr. Link, Oscar winner. Producer Dan, Oscar winner.
Wow.
Gabe, Oscar winner. Put that on your resumes. Bet you
Wow.
didn't think you could do that, huh?
I can't believe it started on the middle, like upper middle, and now I'm on top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Started from the middle, now we're here.
that's right.
And
Cool.
because we just won an Oscar, guess what we got to do?
Where's our Oscar? Is it?
We got to give her Oscar speech. Where's our Oscars?
Oh,
Jamie Lee
no.
Curtis is she's mailing it. It takes some time.
She's doing
So,
USPS.
yeah.
Very
She kind of cheaped out on us and didn't do priority shipping. Just
Oh.
yeah. But it's okay because many people also won an Oscar with her. So
Well, actually, as someone who has ordered awards, for their job, priority shipping is like another $100, and usually the regular shipping gets you it before the estimate for the priority shipping, anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for that.
Okay.
But for now, we're gonna use this Detective Pikachu statue to represent our Oscars. Leanne, do you have
I
one?
do.
What do you have?
I have a large Mandalorian.
Wow.
Oh,
Look at that.
that's nicer than
Mando.
ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made out of
Yep.
Beskar. Look at that. Your
No,
Oscar's made
Grogu.
out of Beskar and
Bonus.
a little Grogu.
Oh.
All right, guys. So 45 seconds.
So we share that one then.
We share this one. Yeah,
okay.
because that's
Is that's how it works, right? Like with multiple producers, like you just get one trophy.
No, they all. I don't know. I don't know. How that
Yeah, I
works.
don't know how that works.
Some of them get multiple
I
trophies.
think they all get a trophy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know when they
This
get it.
generation, just every producer gets a trophy.
But I really don't know when they give it to them because the presenter is only. It must be those cool teenagers that are there. That are always there. I don't know what they do.
Those teenagers are like the children of
Yeah,
famous
Like, give a
people.
They're
speech.
doing an
Give your
internship.
speech.
Okay.
Give your acceptance speech.
Give my speech. So yes,
Oh, is there a timer? Is there a timer?
45 seconds.
45 seconds? Is there a timer for like the whole episode or just your
No,
speech?
I just look like just our speech.
Okay, no
All
timer
right.
for the episode. Okay.
I can't believe I finally won an Oscar. I've been dreaming for this day since I was a child. And now, because of my girl, Freaky Friday, Jamie Lee Curtis, I am an Oscar winner. I want to dedicate this win to Lindsay Lohan, who, although I didn't support her in all of her films, if it wasn't for Freaky Friday, I wouldn't have gotten to know Jamie Lee Curtis. So, Lindsay, this Oscar is for you.
Okay, really quick before time runs. Oh, that's the music. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Okay. Here. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
No, you have a separate one. You have a separate
have a
trophy.
separate timer,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
shared that one, so you get to do your
Wow,
speech.
what to
Yeah.
say? What to say in 45 seconds? I'd like to thank the Academy, obviously, for voting on this little film that could. I'd like to thank AMC A-List for giving me the opportunity to see all these movies.
Dang, that was a good one.
I don't think you're supposed to interrupt.
That's it. thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
You forgot to include relevant social issue and how you support it.
Yeah. Or that
That's
can ban
it's
you from the
movies.
Oscars.
Yeah,
Movie theaters
yeah.
with relevance.
Yeah, they didn't really do that this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Maybe they told them, they forewarned them not to do that, or else you'll get banned, like Richard Gere.
Because of the hamster thing, or
I don't know. He just got banned for 20 years.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware about that.
Slapping someone gets you 10. Standing up against China
Hamster.
gets you 20 years.
Well, China makes a lot of money for the movie industry.
There you go.
So. Chris Rock, when was the last time he made millions of dollars for the movie industry?
His Netflix special.
That's not the movie industry.
All right, guys. So today we are talking about the Oscars. It just occurred this past Sunday. It'll be a week since since it happened when you guys hear this podcast, right?
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
how time travel works?
That is how it works.
All right.
We literally just experienced it a few hours ago, 72 or so.
Yeah. So what are your
We probably
thoughts?
shouldn't have revealed the
Shouldn't have,
timeline.
yeah, we
Yeah,
shouldn't
my
have.
bad.
What are your overall thoughts on the Oscars? Did you guys enjoy this one this year? How was it? Were you guys a little bit scared because of what happened last year?
Like for my safety?
Yeah. You never know who's going to knock on that door.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Go ahead, Leigh.
I enjoyed it.
You enjoy?
I
I
thought it
enjoyed
was-
it too.
I did.
I thought it was safe. I felt like it was
Yeah.
clear they wanted like a safe show. Nothing really crazy happened. I liked it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
That's fair,
It
right?
was a lot of joking about how long the
lot
show
of that.
is going to be. Yeah, and it's like either not have the show be long or just stop joking about it.
Yeah.
Because the amount of time we wasted joking about how long the show was, you could have cut 15 minutes at least from the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 22 plus commercial. There's a half hour right there.
Plus trailers,
They got to find a way to
plus homages to
shorten the
studios.
show.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, like look at these $1 million studios and everything they've done for. It was just the first time I thought it was just a commercial. Which one was Disney first,
Disney
right?
first, and I thought, oh, that's cool.
I was like, why did they buy ad
Weird.
time?
It didn't seem fair at first.
Well, I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
but then we got
ABC
the-
is owned by Disney, so the Disney thing, sure. And then the Little Mermaid thing was
But
the
then we
same
got-
mentality. And then Warner
Yeah.
Brothers, but no other studio got
And then the-
time.
Yeah, well, I mean, how many studios are left? Let's see. Disney bought Fox. I mean, HBO's not a studio, but Warner Brothers and Discovery.
Comcast.
I mean, Paramount's not even
Universal?
like a powerhouse
Universal?
player anymore. RKO Studios, rest in peace, Citizen Kane.
I was actually reading an article where this guy he said that he fixed the problem with the Oscars.
I know
the
what
main
you're
problem
talking
is that
about.
it ends too late, right? And that
I know
no
exactly
one
what you're
wants to
talking
watch it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think maybe I saw it because of you. But this person was saying was that to start earlier and to split the show in like half
Mhm.
in a
Mhm.
way and give it a halftime, like an hour long intermission. And the first half of the show, it's just the below the lines awards, like it gets more technical
Mhm.
awards, right?
Well, not the tech. See, that's like a misnomer because we always refer to the not acting awards as technical awards, but technically the technical awards are the awards that they give in that like super secret ceremony.
Yeah, I mean,
before the
yeah,
show.
you can even include that as well. Some of those stuff there, but you do that right, and then you take a halftime, right, an intermission, kind of like the Super Bowl. You know how they have a performance. Well, that's when you also do the performances for all the songs, and as during that time, you use it to play trailers for the movies that are going to come up for these. They're gonna,
So basically,
be
do
released.
the Little Mermaid and
all that stuff,
and all the songs and okay.
and then maybe the last hour and a half is the act, the main categories, your best supporting actor, actresses, best director, best picture, all that stuff, right? And if you do that, you'll give people a little bit more time to talk on their speeches as well, and you can just sprinkle some stuff in between, and that's it. All you have to do is it's longer, and you have to start earlier.
Yeah, why doesn't the show start
Yeah,
earlier?
this guy was like, well, just
why is it
start
at
it
8
at 5
o'clock?
p.m. then, if that's what you want. Like,
Yeah,
I think it's because like the local news is always at
yeah,
7
I'm
p.m.
sure it's just they can't really schedule it into that. Probably costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
to have it on for that long.
okay. No, but they have the red carpet at 7.
Yeah, but that's not. They don't show that
On ABC
What?
on ABC.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
They? Do they? No,
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
for
show
an
it on
hour
ABC.
before.
Maybe the locals news is at 6. Yeah, maybe I don't know why they don't.
Bro, cancel local news. We don't need to know what's going on
I
on
think it's
Sunday.
because
I mean,
you
you can
disrupt
start
a
the-
lot of normal programming. Like that's a lot of hours to
Probably.
take from like 5 to 11.
But also the Super Bowl does it, right? The Super Bowl just disrupts a bunch of hours, right?
Yeah, but millions of people
Super Bowl
watch
is like
the
the
Super Bowl.
most watched
18 million.
program.
Yeah, 18 million people watch the Oscars.
Yeah.
Okay. 18 million?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is
So-
good, but it used to be more, right?
Yeah.
More people watch this.
Almost as many people as listen to this show.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
19
only
well,
almost.
almost,
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of?
So that's how.
Sorry, Jimmy
Go ahead.
Kimmel, but you
Go
can
ahead,
continue
no.
your thought.
What did I think of Jimmy Kimmel?
I thought you just called me Jimmy Kimmel. I was like, how dare you?
Yeah, more of a Conan guy. What I think of Jimmy Kimmel? I think he did fine.
I think that the hosts for the Oscars, for the most part, don't really matter because their material is written by the Oscar writing team, anyways. So it's like he's fine, I guess.
As long as he doesn't mess up, he's good, right?
Yeah.
Which is funny because he's the one that messed up with. Well, he didn't mess up.
It was
but
his.
It was his when he hosted
Yeah.
last time. That the whole Moonlight and
Yeah.
La La
Oh yeah,
Land
yeah.
thing
That's not on
happened.
him though.
That's not on him, yeah.
Yeah.
But he tried fixing it afterwards with comedy, and I don't think
Yeah.
it worked. But I thought he did fine this year. You get me? He had that bit at the beginning where he's like, "Oh, if you come attack me, you're gonna have to get through all these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
You know, Mandalorian, Michelle, you're gonna have to get through
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man."
You know,
And then Andrew Garfield put that face.
yeah. A lot of Will Smith jokes, which is like, maybe you guys should be talking about
like
this. This
one,
is like
one
a
too many.
yeah, this is like a systematic failure on you.
Yeah,
on-
yeah.
yeah, like you guys screwed that up.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. The Malala bit was like a little cringe.
A little-
Yeah.
Yeah. Like poor Malala. Why are you?
Why you
But
gotta
I
put her out
only
there?
speak
Yeah.
with
You gotta put
peace,
a-
or I only want peace. What is it that she says? She says something about
She had it. I think that
That
was
was
a
a
good
pretty good
response.
diplomatic answer, right?
Yeah, but then they attacked her with Cocaine Bear after. So
yeah.
he's
Maybe
tried to-
next year Cocaine Bear should be the host.
I don't think Cocaine Bear's invited next year.
What?
He already he
Yeah.
already had his bit this time.
It's okay. Because
He-
Cocaine Bear 2 will get nominated for.
Oh, they'll already pump out
Yeah.
2 by next year.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's the extended edition.
Hmm.
It's Elizabeth Banks cut.
What was it like for your neck of the woods, Leonie? This. What do you do to prepare for the Oscars?
Like in my household in general.
Yeah.
Well, I love the Oscars. I love movies. So we didn't do like a party or anything. Usually we'll try and do like a watch party.
That's a good thing. We invited you. That's a good thing we invited you for this episode. We didn't. It was just a guess. So.
No.
I do confirmed love movies. And I do like the Oscars ceremony or enjoy watching it at least. Usually we do like a watch party. We didn't this by we I mean me and my sister, who I live with. Usually we do some kind of watch party, invite people over. We didn't really do that this year. So it was just us two, but honestly that was kind of great because we often think the same way and sometimes that can just be a bit better, when you're like with someone who like fully understands the way you think and probably the things that you'll like or find funny or
Mhm.
won't find funny kind of thing. So yeah, I was sitting on the couch from like 5 o'clock when the red carpet started until when did the broadcast end? 11:30. Probably.
11:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually I'm angrily waiting for it to end, but me and Link had the next day off. So
So we were good.
yeah, I don't really care about
No pressure.
how long it
I did have
lasted.
work the next day.
Also,
But
oh,
sorry.
I didn't know the Oscars were going to be on Sunday
They're always on Sunday.
Yeah.
until
I was like, "Hey, Link, are you gonna, do the show or whatever?" And then he's like, "Oh, I got plans on Sunday." We're like, okay, are you gonna pass by for the Oscars after? He's like, "What Oscars?"
yeah, I didn't know.
The Oscars.
I thought it was going to be next week. I thought he was talking about Oscar from The Office.
Oscars coming over?
Oscar's coming on? I don't know if I want to.
What do you guys do to
Oh,
prep?
why?
What is Oscar Sunday like in your households?
Well, I think when I know what it is, when it is, I won't eat before, right? And we'll probably
Yeah.
get
yeah.
some food, order some food,
Yeah, we
right?
order
Some
food.
good food.
It all depends on the year, I think. Right?
How
Yeah.
invested you
Also,
are?
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would have probably not watched a movie before the Oscars.
What did you see
He
before?
went to the movies and then
I went to go watch Cocaine Bear.
Right.
yeah,
Before
and
the
then he was disappointed it didn't win Best Picture.
Yeah, and I was like, what? Because I didn't know the Oscars were on Sunday. So when I made plans with friends And then George and Gabriel told me, I was like, oh, okay. I guess I gotta drive, quickly from the movie.
Yeah, so Cocaine Bear, and then right to the.
Yeah, it was an eventful night.
In the past, we've had In the past, we've had Oscar Sundays where we've even themed the food, and we've invited like a lot of people over. I don't know if you've been here for that. That was when you were away.
That was when I was away. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we made a big deal about it when Link didn't live here, but then it's been like more like family, like just like Link, Gabe, maybe another person or two, but mostly just kind of like.
Yeah, last year you were there.
Oh, that's right. So I guess your family. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more intimate. We get food, but not themed. But in the past, I have.
I say next year we go all out for the Oscars.
What does that,
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
what does that entail?
You fly down,
Okay.
Leanne? Huh?
Okay.
What does that entail? We go all out,
It means if there's another Avatar movie, blue food.
Blue food.
Next year we're going to the Oscars.
That's it. That's what
Next
it
year we're
means.
flying to LA. We're going to the Oscars.
I don't think it's a ticketed event. I don't.
How's that?
How
I
are we
don't
gonna,
even know.
well, we're Oscar winners now. So
Yeah, so maybe they'll invite us to.
We're in the
present an
Academy now.
award.
So.
the fact that the award is in both of our shots.
That's true. We can vote now, right?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
I don't know. Does
Oh.
it? Is it?
Illuminate us. Okay.
Oh, there you go. The more you know.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to vote for all the wrong movies.
See, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Avatar 3, The Way of Fire. Here we go.
If only
Best picture.
If only Gabe was here to comment on.
Let's see how many
Avatar.
times we can
You
bring
would've
up
agreed.
Avatar so when Gabe watches this back. His rage.
He's-
Well, I guess should we move on to the categories then? With that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 major categories, and they are Best Supporting Actor and Actress, Best Director.
I believe they're male
They're-
actor and
and
female
actress.
actor.
Yeah, actor and actress. My bad.
No, I think it's actor and isn't they're both actor? Like male,
No, actor,
female role, male role, and they're both
I
actors.
think
Best, Best Supporting Female
actor
and
and
male actor.
actress.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think it is.
I think it's still
the
actor and
Oscar.
actress.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think no. Isn't it supporting?
I think it's
female
actually
role,
actor in a supporting
male,
role.
female?
An actress in a supporting role.
Actor
Yeah.
in a supporting.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
What's this best
Oh, it's still
supporting?
actress in a
It's a
supporting.
best supporting actor, best supporting actress.
I can't keep it straight. Sorry.
So yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. Then we'll move on to best director,
Mm-hmm.
and the last 3 will be best actor and best actress and best picture. All right.
I do not accept actress, even though I'm wrong. Continue.
Okay, no worries. We got this.
I like the gender neutral actor.
Okay, so let's start off with best supporting actress,
Nominees.
and they were 5 nominees, right? Angela Bassett in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, as Queen Ramonda, Hong Cho as the whale in the
What? I'm
As-
sorry.
in the whale as Liz.
in the titular role.
I was like, I gotta watch the movie. There's an actual whale.
Carrie Condon in The Banshees of Inisherin, Stephanie Hsu, I don't know how to pronounce her
You're
name,
gonna go through all the kind.
and Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Jamie Lee Curtis. And the winner for this category was
Us.
us. That's right, we won, along with our queen, Jamie Lee Curtis. Who do you guys, was this the person you guys were rooting for?
I honestly thought Everything Everywhere All at Once was gonna win, but I thought
Stephanie was
the other actress was gonna win.
Yeah, I thought that's what I wanted, but they were really pushing Jamie Lee Curtis to win this one
I mean, she's never won it
from the
right?
movie,
Yeah.
the studio.
Well, I was also I think of those performances, Stephanie's was my favorite, or the one I was rooting for at
More
least.
important.
But the Oscars never really
Yeah.
Mm,
vote for people like who are first time nominees and young people, especially. Yeah, like
Yeah.
except for that little girl that won for Whale Rider.
There's
Right.
yeah.
No, before your
time,
time.
I think.
Oh, okay.
um,
Yeah. Okay.
before my time. So I really would have liked Stephanie, but I think the bigger battle in people's minds was definitely Angela Bassett and then Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I thought Angela Bassett was gonna take it.
Yeah.
I think
There was some controversy
Angela
there
Bassett
on
also
social
thought that she
media.
was going to take it. According to reaction, I
Wait.
think she thought she was going to take it too.
Yeah, can you elaborate on that? On like there because after
Yeah,
Jamie Lee
well,
Curtis
so-
won her award, there was some
So
controversy.
the whole obviously the Oscars it's the biggest award show, right? That awards movies but there are multiple award ceremonies leading up to that, right? So it is a season,
Yeah.
like an award season. And just like any other campaign, you have to work and you have to campaign, and there are things that go into that. There are interviews and speeches and the placement of all these other award shows and how you do in those kind of affects your momentum and things like that. So Angela Bassett won earlier in the season, and I think in a lot of people's minds they were like, "Okay, that seems like she's gonna win." And I loved her performance in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, for the record.
He was the best performance there.
Yeah, but it was in a Marvel movie.
But
I'm just kidding.
but the Academy doesn't like Marvel movies. That is true.
Exactly.
No, yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Not me personally, but yeah, like she's lucky to have gotten nominated
She was the
in that sense.
She
Her
was the
performance was
first
awesome.
acting, like the first actor to be nominated from a Marvel movie or for a Marvel movie
Yeah,
performance.
nobody from the
And-
Batman. So it's just superheroes in general constantly getting snubbed.
I mean, the Jokers,
Yeah,
they win.
but not Marvel
It's
movies
because half of them.
as we know them. You know.
Uh, But what happened with Angela Bassett?
Yeah, so I think she had a lot of momentum earlier on in the season, and then, kind of back half of the season now, Jamie Lee Curtis won the SAG award. Yeah, the SAG award, which was the award ceremony, basically most recent, like the most recent ceremony.
And if you win the SAG award, you're likely to win.
Yeah, well, yes, I think
Your award for the
statistically
Oscars.
it's like
Wait.
pretty often, but
Yeah.
I thought last year you told me the if you win the BAFTA, you win the.
No, that's for the other categories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when it comes to acting, SAG is the one that
But-
kind of does
Oh,
determine.
right,
if
because
you
the
win.
Screen Actors
for the
Guild, that makes
BAFTAs,
sense, yeah.
Carrie Condon won for her role in Banshees of Inisherin. So all of this leading up to it, I think the race was pretty hard to call.
I mean, they were all amazing.
Yeah, they're all
I think.
incredible.
The ones that I saw. Wait, did I see all of them?
I think all of them.
I don't know.
You said Banshees 2 for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Black Panther, and who else?
Tar.
Tar. Yeah, I did see Tar. Yeah. Okay.
Was it?
Wait, no, Tar. No, that's because it's supporting.
The Whale.
Who
Oh,
did-
the whale.
Oh, the Whale. That's the only one I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Whale.
Yeah.
You guys saw the Whale, right?
I did. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Now, what was Angela Bassett got some heat on social
He
media.
has been so giddy. He's
He's
just
been
been wanting
waiting
you to
to
say
talk
this,
about
but I guess he's just, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
been away. Yeah.
okay. Am I gonna be
you want me
worried
to-
about what
to
this
talk on it?
No,
controversy
no.
is?
Okay.
Yeah, say it.
I mean, they go and they announce the nominees, and for the record, I want to say that I predicted Jamie Lee Curtis winning, even though she wasn't the person that I. Another thing is, Angela Bassett and Jamie Lee Curtis both have these really prolific, I think, careers in acting, right? Angela Bassett, a lot of people think that she was snubbed for her role in What's Love Got to Do with It years ago, right? And so she's never won.
Mhm. Before my
Right.
time.
And so before my time as well.
No, not before your time.
So I think a lot of people were banking on these like career Oscar things. The same thing with Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't think this is her best performance ever. This role in Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't even think it's the best supporting role.
Although I do think it's the most critically acclaimed film that she's been in. No.
It's also the first time she's
Sure.
nominated, right?
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So I think she has the power of the
Totally,
film
totally.
propelling her
And
performance.
she's also been like
for
very
exposure.
vocal about how much she loves and supports this movie and her castmates, and all of that sticks with you. And like
Yeah.
that's way more apparent
Yeah.
versus, and this is why in my head I think Angela Bassett didn't win like people thought she would. So they go and they say Jamie Lee Curtis, and she's shocked, and Angela Bassett does not clap, does not stand. Jamie Lee Curtis gives her whole speech, gets off. Everyone's still clapping, standing. Angela Bassett does not do any of that. And they kind of the camera persons were very smart because I don't think they showed it very much, and you kind of had to look to really see it.
Uh-huh.
But the internet definitely had some thoughts on the whole situation in general, but definitely on that as well.
That's gonna get her an award though. They're really gonna be like, oh, we should give it to Angela Bassett now. Like,
You think?
But the problem,
no, that's sarcasm. Like, I think you have like you have
gotta
to show
pander-
dignity
Yeah,
you
and
gotta
like
pander to
grace,
people.
and even if you do feel like you were screwed or whatever. Like, I don't think people are gonna look at that
Yeah.
fondly.
Also, we wouldn't have won an Oscar if she won.
That's true.
You're so
That's
right.
true. So the other thing is too, you always gotta think like if when you win, you gotta be like, wow, finally I'm being recognized for my achievement. And when you don't win, you just gotta tell yourself that it's all politics and that it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's the mindset that
One
you
thing.
have to have. It only counts when I win. The rest is whatever. I don't need their,
She looked great though.
acknowledgement.
Props to
She
Miss
did.
Angela
Yeah,
Bassett.
yeah.
She looked amazing.
And
Now the next
when doesn't
category
she, though?
was. She's always looking good. The next category was Best Supporting Actor, and the nominees were Brendan Gleeson in The Banshees of Inisherin, Brian Tyree Henry, Paperboy on Causeway.
Nobody saw Causeway,
No,
right?
no.
Here.
No,
I mean,
no.
obviously someone watched it.
Judd Hirsch in The Fableman, Barry can't pronounce his last. I don't
Keoghan.
know. Coogan.
Yeah, no, Keoghan. Yeah.
How do you
Keoghan.
pronounce it?
Keoghan.
Keoghan
Sure.
in the Banshees of Inisherin, and the winner Ki Hugh Kwan. Did I pronounce that right?
Think so.
In
Yes.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
So I think majority of the people I know,
Yeah.
or follow on social media, were rooting for Ki Hugh Kwan
Yeah.
to win
How
this
could you
award. I was rooting for him.
I was surprised Judd Hirsch was nominated for this role because he's a great actor, but he's literally in The Fablemans for like 8
If
minutes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and the movie's like 3 hours, and like seriously, on screen time, he maybe has
Yeah.
like 4 to 6. Like,
So what you're
Like,
saying is
seriously.
they should have nominated Seth Rogen instead.
I mean, well, I don't know if he should have been nominated, but it
Oh.
would make more sense, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
I guess.
Mm.
I'd probably question it less because I'd be like, oh, I guess Seth Rogen was in a really good movie. I
Yeah.
guess that.
I don't even know if there's a
But Judd Hirsch
requirement
was barely
for, like,
in a.
do you have to have a certain amount of screen time in order to even be acknowledged?
No, I
That's a
don't
good
think
question.
so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Yeah. But here's the thing that because some roles, and I think we've talked about this in the past, where like Morgan Freeman, he's in the Batman movies, and if you add up like all the trilogy together, he's like in the movies for like 12 minutes total. But like it's interspersed
Yeah, so it feels
throughout
like
the
it's
film. So
relevant.
if he was like, oh yeah, he was so good as Lucius Fox, he was just Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox. But he was so good, he contributed to the story. Judd Hirsch like literally like enters the narrative and exits the narrative like in between a few scenes. Yeah. He's like the catalyst for like a big decision, but I don't know.
Yeah, interesting choice. I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah.
maybe I guess there weren't that many standout supporting actor.
I don't know when's the last time he made a significant movie, so it might be one of those like career things. Like, oh look, it's Judd Hirsch and he's amazing for 5 minutes. Let's give him a nomination.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Okay, well,
Before your time.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's before your time.
It was before
your time.
before my time. Yes. But the
The
winner.
winner. Did you guys also predict him winning? Did you guys do
We-
predictions?
I
Did you
wanted
guys
him to
do
win, yeah.
like predictions? Did you have any?
We
You know,
should have
we
done
should have
that,
done
but
it.
we did it.
At Link, like all good ideas that like all great ideas that Link has, he had it like as the show was starting. He's like, hey, we're not gonna do predictions, and Jimmy Kimmel's already talking.
and it's because I didn't know the Oscars.
Right.
were
That-
To be
that's-
fair, he
that's
didn't
fair.
even know they were happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't blame me. I'm like, oh. And I think I said the whole prediction thing because I saw your social media.
I did make a
you
ballot,
posted
and
it
to be
on
fair,
your
I didn't
Instagram
send it to
story.
you guys, and that's all.
Yeah, you did last year.
I
That
did.
was
I
true.
made one
Because of
last
you,
year,
Leanne.
beautiful, and I didn't make one this year. I just did one for myself, and I didn't even send it to you guys. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
How
It's my public
inconsiderate of
apology.
you.
So kind of. So it's your
Is that-
fault
Yeah.
that Link didn't know the Oscars were.
Yeah,
on
had
Sunday.
you done that, I would have known.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
So
He was like, "We're doing an Oscar." So this episode was scheduled as an Oscar reaction episode, but Link just thought it was the pre-show, the preview, like last year.
yeah,
He was gonna come to talk about the upcoming Oscars after they happen.
yeah, the ones for 2020,
4.
2023, right?
No, this is 23.
Wouldn't this be for 2022?
Yeah, but the Oscars happen.
I know,
in the-
but
no, because sometimes the movie just came out like in January.
23
Oh, okay.
season in 20.
no, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was the one I was rooting for. He's the one I wanted to win.
Yeah, he gives such good
And it
speeches.
ended up happening.
Beautiful, like passionate.
I mean,
emotional speeches.
beautiful, yeah. This guy has been campaigning, and I don't know if he's if he's doing it on purpose,
Yeah.
or if this is
I'm sure it's on
genuinely this
purpose.
nice, but
also, it just kind of seems like his personality.
it's personality, right? But the narrative that he's been showing is that I haven't, it's a comeback narrative.
Yeah.
Like I was
Which
in
is
this, I was in this for a while. Then
which is a theme of the night.
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
a theme we saw throughout the whole movie, the whole
Yeah.
ceremony. Yeah. Which is like, hey, I was a child actor. I grew up. I stopped getting roles, and it wasn't until recently that into this movie that they gave me a role, and now I'm pretty sure he's set for life, right?
I don't know, but I don't know if he's set for
Not
life.
for life, but he's set for the next few years.
Yeah.
Roles will be written for him.
Honestly, I think that the real shout out goes out to Steven Spielberg, because not only did he bring newfound attention
Oh yeah.
to Judd Hirsch's career by putting him in The Fabelmans, but he gave the winner
Ke-Huy Quan.
the best story to win an Oscar by not giving him any more roles
Yeah.
after Temple of Doom. So this was all building up so that he could have this comeback story. Spielberg never
It was
cast
all
him
part
again on
of the
purpose.
plan.
It was tough love.
Yeah, gave him a Christmas present every year, but no roles. It's gonna pay off in
It's
the
gonna
end.
pay off in the end, and look at that.
And
It did.
Yeah. So thank you, Steven Spielberg.
And his speech was wonderful.
And he sacrificed losing every category he was in
Yeah.
this year just for that. Steven Spielberg was great. Spielberg he had a better movie for this year, but he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna release The Fabelmans because it's their time."
Did he? I don't know.
It hasn't happened yet. The better movie. Yeah,
okay.
we don't know whatever the next Steven Spielberg movie is. The year he wants to win.
You know who's gonna get the next movie he's in, right? He makes
Seth Rogen.
Ke-Huy Quan
Oh, okay. Nah, he's gonna keep.
and Seth Rogen.
He doesn't want to,
It's gonna be the two of them.
scissoring.
No, it's Seth Rogen.
You made
Ke-Huy
this.
Quan.
You made this motion with your
No, my
fingers.
bad. He's gonna be Ke-Huy Quan and Seth Rogen in a stoner movie, and it's gonna somehow get nominated for Best Picture,
Okay. You heard it first.
Directed by Steven Spielberg.
directed by
You heard
Steven
it here
Spielberg.
first.
Okay. All right.
Score by John Williams.
John Williams. Yeah, man, that was a tough category right
Oh, it
there.
was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But
best-
we're not here to talk
but
about
we're
that.
here not talking about
category.
it. It's not an
Okay.
important one. I'm sorry. It's not one of the major fives.
The major fives I notice are all acting. Well, I guess in directing.
Well, technically, Best Supporting Actor and Actress shouldn't be there. It's Best Screenplay.
oh yeah,
But
yeah,
I replaced it with
Oh, okay. So these are your top fives.
yeah.
Okay.
Because we kind of need to talk about Jamie Lee Curtis in order for us to
Oh,
have
all
that
just to service the show. Yeah.
serve as a show.
Okay.
Exactly. Now the next category that I'm going to talk about is Best Director, and the nominees were there are only 4 nominees: Daniel Kwan and Daniel Schner,
The Daniels.
the Daniel twins.
They're not twins.
They're twins.
You legitimately asked me that during the broadcast.
They're
Are they
not
twins?
They-
And I was like, how? How would they,
They
be
don't
twins?
even look
Yeah.
alike.
I want you to know that was said like ironically.
No, I know, but it's funnier for the show if you
Okay.
if you literally thought it. Yeah.
Martin McDowell for the Banshees of Inisherin, Steven Spielberg for The Fableman, Todd Field for Tar, and Ruben Östlund. Don't know how to pronounce his name.
I'm glad that you.
I'm
prepped
so
these
glad that
names.
you're the one pronouncing these names. This is great.
For Triangle of Sadness. These were the best directors, and the winner were
What were the 4 movies again? Sorry.
Banshee of Inisherin, The Fablemans, Tar, Triangle of Sadness, and Everything Everywhere
You
All
said
at
4,
Once.
but that's 5 movies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I counted.
Okay.
And the winners were the Daniel twins.
Yeah, they're not twins, definitely.
The
They are
Daniels.
twins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you guys rooting for anyone else? 'Cause that's who I was rooting for.
This is for best director.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a toss up. I thought maybe Spielberg
Mm.
because I saw Fablemans.
Yeah.
Did you?
I really liked it.
Okay. I really liked it too. Thank you. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's bloated." So
Yeah, Gabriel didn't like it, so I didn't like
Gabriel
it.
thought
You haven't seen
he
it,
had
though.
too high expectations, and that's on him.
I think that Gabriel is watching too many films late at night while he's
Also
falling asleep. I think he has a long, hard day of clinicals, has a test, and then goes to watch an Oscar-nominated movie that's 3 hours long, and he's like, "It wasn't as good as I
Right.
expected."
I really enjoyed it.
I agree with him.
And I really like who doesn't like Steven Spielberg?
I mean,
I mean, I'm sure there are
anti-Semitic
Yeah,
people, I
I
guess.
guess.
That bully in his high school from the movie.
Uh,
He did not like Steven Spielberg.
if there's anyone,
Yeah, I loved it.
if there's anyone, I would have.
Alright.
My choice was the Daniels. But if it would have been anyone else, then it would have been Steven Spielberg. Also, this is like his most personal film, which I know he's talked about, and they talked about like 1,000 times as well. So
Yeah. He didn't want to do it, right?
I
They,
think,
kind of
I
bullied
think it
him
was like
into-
he had to be convinced fully, or he had been like it had been in his head for a long time, and he just never had the courage to do it.
Yeah. What a crazy story. I don't want to give away
Yeah.
anything for anyone who hasn't seen it, but if you like Spielberg types of movies, this is right up your alley.
And if you
you're
like
gonna
movies
it.
about, if you like movies, it's a movie
Yeah.
about a love of making movies, and also how people are, imperfect.
And the Academy loves
Oh,
movies
they
about making movies. How important movie making is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Isn't
If
that-
anyone knows how important movie making is, people
the
who make
Academy.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was happy that the
That's what I
Daniels
thought it was.
won.
I was happy they won too. I was also shocked that they won because I did think they were going to give it to Steven Spielberg. But who would have guessed that
He has enough.
he does have enough, right?
I don't
But who would have
think he
guessed that the
has, like,
people
that
that
many.
directed that?
If he has two, then he
Okay,
has
fair.
enough.
Yeah, it's true.
One is probably
Who would have guessed that the people that did the turn down for what music video would have won best
there are
You did.
best director and beating
I know.
Steven Spielberg.
I think you told me that. I think when we first saw the turn down for what, I think you sent me a link on YouTube back then, and you go, "These guys are gonna win the Oscar. This is Oscar worthy right here."
Exactly.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, but what if Spielberg makes a movie?" And you were like, "They'll beat him."
Yeah, will.
Yeah, and that was like what 2007.
7?
I was gonna say 7.
I
Let's
don't
go with
know.
7. Yeah.
But yeah.
So you did. You called the
Yeah.
link.
I love it when the more irreverent person wins the award.
I like when
That's what happened here.
when the younger generation wins. I think that's cool. It doesn't happen often.
It is cool.
That's ageist, but okay.
And it's interesting
I
because
love
you did
Steven
mention
Spielberg.
that.
Like, I-
reverse ageism.
When you were talking about best supporting actress, you said that the Stephanie, the reason why she was nominated, but the reason why she wasn't going to win because it was her first time. But this is their first time as well, and they're young. And the fact that they got it over Spielberg goes to show you how much the Academy must have really appreciated this movie.
I think there was just a lot of talk about how amazing this movie was and how it was so anti-Oscar bait. And it was just like, I feel like the conversation led to people being like, you know what? Maybe this is the best movie of the year.
I do think it was the best movie of the year. To me, there were 3 movies that were perfect. The Batman.
Where is it?
The Academy let me down. But it's okay because they gave us this.
That's true.
The Batman, Top Gun Maverick, and this one. And out of the 3, this one was my favorite one because I always root for the comedy.
You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to the Academy because I think they did all the criticism about popular film right this year. Last year they tried to give Zack Snyder a popular award.
Dumb.
Like a poll that bots voted on, and they keep trying to like put movies that like it wasn't nominated, right? But they talked about like Alice in Wonderland just because it made so much money. Like Avatar kind of started that trend. Like if you made a bunch of money, then maybe you're the best movie. No, I think they really thought about this movie's great, even though it's not your typical Oscar. This performance in Wakanda Forever, etc. Let's nominate these.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think they're doing good opening.
Making like box office movies or like big summer movies, have them be in the conversation as well, which I think a lot of people have had about in the past, myself included, because that many people go to watch it. It's probably good. It's probably decent enough,
Fast 10 will be Best Picture nominee next year, according to this criteria. No?
Well, I guess it doesn't.
It's got to be good.
If people go watch it.
It's got to be good. And
now, she said if people go watch it, then it must be good.
People go watch it.
Well, I think a lot of people are going to go watch them. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to subject myself to that.
You're not sure?
Oh, I thought we were all going to watch it.
See, but you're the one. Okay, because this is what happens. Link inspired me. Link is always like, I'm not going to watch a crappy movie. If it's bad, I'm not going to go. And he literally doesn't do it.
9.
So I'm like, you know what? You're right. What?
You've seen all 9 Fast and Furious movies?
Yes, but 9 broke me when they went to space. I was like, I'm done, and I'm gonna live by Link. And then Link's like, should we get tickets?
But you know you're not gonna get a terrible movie. You're gonna get a fun movie.
No.
Unlike Morbius.
Okay, no. 8, like, I was like, have we lost it? Like, is it not fun anymore? And then 9 was just bad. And I don't know. I have to put up with 2 more.
I think this is gonna be a fun one.
I did not have fun.
I think
I risked my life.
I think it's gonna be fun, man. It's not gonna be great, but it's gonna be fun now.
I risked my life for 9.
Also,
okay?
you watch
We're in the middle of a pandemic, and I went to the movie theater with a mask to watch it, and it was like one of the first movies I ever watched back in the theater, and I was like, "This is what I came out of my house to watch."
I mean, also you got to watch it with the right people.
Yes, that is always true.
fair.
Yeah, if you watch it with us, you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, but then we're gonna be laughing, and then my wife's gonna be like, "Shh, I'm trying to figure out the plot." And then at the end of it, she's like, "There was none."
Thanks for talking. Over.
Yeah, she thinks they suck because of us. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for that movie. I'm gonna watch it with my friends that like cars, and they're gonna enjoy it, and their happiness is gonna make me happy.
Okay, it's been 20 years. I'm done with that experience. Like, I get it. I enjoyed the
We should
first
let it rest.
6 or 7. Yeah.
Isn't this the last one?
It's a 2-parter.
What?
All right, it's
It
2
is?
more. Get down
Yeah.
for what?
Yes, Fast X Part 1, Fast X Part 2. Which doesn't even make sense. That makes it Fast X 1.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense.
It's not Fast 10 Part 2. That doesn't make sense.
All right, now let's move on to the next category. We started with Best Supporting Actress. Let's start with the male now. For Best Actor, the nominees were Austin Butler as Elvis in Elvis,
He was great.
Colin Farrell in The Banshees of Inisherin, Paul Mescal in Aftersun, and Bill Nighy, the science guy in Living.
Not that one. Not,
And the winner was Brandon Fraser in The Whale.
Yeah. My one regret that I didn't watch this before Oscar season.
Did you guys watch Aftersun and Living? Because those were
Gabe saw After Sun. He said it was very good. You saw
Yep.
it?
you can finish your thought.
Yeah. Oh, no, you. So you. Who cares what he thought? He's
Right.
not here.
Yeah.
Give
I
us
saw
your
After
thoughts.
Sun because I told Gabe to go watch
And?
After Sun because it would ruin you emotionally. Is not the most encouraging way to show someone, but it was very moving. I thought the
Yeah. He was like, buy it?
buy it.
He was telling me, hey, buy it so I can watch it. And I was like, I'll get to it later. And then he just rented it on his account and watched it without me.
He rented it instead of buying it?
Yeah, because he's cheap.
What a jerk.
I know. Now we'll never watch After Sun.
I don't. It's one of
See,
those,
I
like
don't
I don't
agree
even know
with
if it's really
renting.
a like. Oh, I'm in the mood to watch After Sun. It's kind of like you watch it once and you're like, that hurt. Probably won't do
Yeah.
that again. But really,
Was he?
almost always.
Yeah.
He was great, right?
If
Yeah. The reason we buy
it would have been him
Yeah.
for best actor
Yeah.
actually.
Really? That was your pick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, the reason we buy it is so that everybody gets a chance to watch it,
Right.
like eventually on
Yeah,
their
Gabriel,
own time.
Don't
yeah.
rent it.
Yeah, it's
Always
okay. There's $4 you'll never get back.
This is what you do. You got to put the idea in George's head and let it simmer for a while, and then he'll buy it.
Yeah, that's what you did with Marcel, the show
Yeah,
with shoes on.
That's exactly.
You just got to talk up the movie
You gotta talk it up.
incessantly.
You just can't do it automatically.
Yeah.
It can't happen overnight.
Yeah.
It's-
That's the thing. He's impatient. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Because I was like, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. He's like, no, I'm watching it right
Not
now.
me. I keep on saying it. I keep on repeating it. Inception, baby. So for you, Leanne, you wanted Paul Mescal to win.
I mean, yeah, in my heart, but I
Yes. She was all
And you-
she was all in.
never
Yeah.
a reality in my mind.
Yeah.
So.
She was like, everybody else sucks. That's what
It's
she
a one you wanted, but you knew it wasn't the one that was gonna win.
It was the pick of my heart.
So what was
the pick of your heart? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, the pick of my heart was Brandon
Mhm.
Fraser because of that theme, the comeback. What about you, George?
I had no skin in this game because this is the category that I think I've seen the least of.
You probably saw 2 movies, right? You saw Elvis,
Yeah.
the Austin Butler, and Colin Farrell.
Oh, okay. Colin Farrell was excellent, amazing. I will defend Austin Butler because I know you were like Elvis, meh. Austin Butler,
Great, and
meh. I loved
Yeah.
Elvis.
I really,
Yeah, I thought
I
it
was actually
great.
surprised.
If it wasn't a,
I know we're not talking about the other categories, but I thought it was going to win
that's
more
fine.
in the other categories, and it didn't. It didn't win anything.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't win anything
This was a sweeps year,
because
right?
Baz
Whereas-
Luhrmann is overrated.
Yeah, no, Baz Luhrmann. What? Why would you say
Perfectly
that?
rated. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. Nobody thinks he's the greatest of all time. They're just like, oh, he's really
Yeah.
good. He's sometimes he can miss, but mostly he's hit. Yeah, that's about right. Baz Luhrmann's great.
He's decent.
I love Moulin Rouge. I learned to appreciate Romeo and Juliet when I was older. I love Strictly Ballroom.
Great Gatsby.
I have not yet seen Australia. Great Gatsby's good, even though there's some choices there that I was like, but overall, it's really. I mean, Baz Luhrmann is Baz Luhrmann. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like,
I don't think I like his
He's
style.
very.
really,
I don't
you don't
like
like Moulin Rouge?
I like Moulin Rouge. I don't like his.
Even Moulin Rouge is sometimes an acid trip where I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
you lost
all
me,
his
and then
movies
I'm
kind of
back.
feel like that, right?
You know?
That's kind of the.
Yeah. So I haven't seen Australia. I've heard the Get Down is really good on Netflix.
Get down for what?
It is. It's the origin story
Mm.
of how that video was made, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, so you should check it out. But yeah, Baz Luhrmann's good. I loved Elvis. I thought Austin Butler was great, but I think I would have given it to Colin Farrell. This is for lead, right?
Yeah, for the Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah, he carried that movie. I mean, the thing is, Gleason is nominated for supporting, and I was like, I feel like he's also a lead. These categories sometimes don't make sense.
It's kind of mixed, right?
Yeah, because like Catherine Zeta-Jones won for Chicago supporting actress. I was like, she's in the movie just as much as Renee Zellweger.
Mm.
But I guess they're not the driving narrative protagonist.
Yeah. And with Brendan Fraser won, another beautiful comeback story.
Gotta
a
watch
guy
it.
who was in Hollywood got what's the word used to describe what happened to him?
Assaulted, harassed.
Yes, that's what physically happened to him.
So
But
what are you trying to euphemize?
he got kind of kicked out of Hollywood.
Blackballed
from
Yeah.
Hollywood, right?
Mhm.
For standing up.
Yeah.
The Harvey Weinstein, right? Was
Yeah.
it Harvey Weinstein?
No, I don't think it was. I don't know. Who it was.
Was
I
it?
don't want to just throw out blatant accusations here.
I mean, the guy's in jail. We can just blame him, right?
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't
Is that how
stand.
it works? Oh, okay.
The views of Link do not represent the views of the other hosts, guest hosts.
But
and the
it
show as a
represents
whole.
the whole show.
No, I just said not the show as a whole.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Blacklisted?
What'd I say? He got blacklisted, yes, from Hollywood.
Blackballed is not like a synonym
I
for
don't know.
blacklisted.
I've never
I have
heard
no
blackball.
idea.
Yeah. You've never heard blackballed? Yeah.
I thought he had white balls. So yeah, he won. We're excited. We were happy. We were all rooting for
Yeah.
him.
I
was
didn't
rooting
know.
for
I
him.
actually.
Beautiful comeback
thought-
story.
So when I was saying earlier that I thought Elvis was going to win in a couple of other categories, in my head, I was like, okay, if Elvis wins in like costume and makeup, which is I think the other two, where I was like
Oh,
pretty sure. I
yeah.
was like, if they win that, then I think Austin Butler's going to win Best Actor because he's won a couple during the season. Like kind of even split, kind of the same as the supporting actress. This was the other category where I was like, I think it's kind of in between some people, but not really. But if Brendan Fraser or The Whale won for makeup, then Brendan Fraser would
He
win.
was gonna win.
And The Whale did win
Mm,
for makeup. And I was like, oh, I think he's going to probably win for actor. And that's what happened.
yeah.
But why? If the makeup is so good, then maybe it wasn't his acting. I mean, I know that's not true, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the makeup wins, then maybe an argument can be like, oh, it's part like production rather than performance.
You're right.
No?
I don't understand why that connection is there specifically, but it felt like if there's momentum
Exactly.
behind that movie, then
Yeah, right. Because that's what it is. It's like when someone thinks a movie's good, it's like, oh, what are all the good parts of
exactly.
Mm.
it? Yeah. Because like Benicio del Toro didn't win Best Actor when The Werewolf won Best Makeup. So should have happened. Because that movie was amazing.
Oh.
It was not. It was not. I'm sorry.
This is, I mean, I didn't see After Sun, but this movie was also emotionally hard to watch after.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a movie I want to watch again.
This is why I didn't get around to it. I did want to watch it, but it's just,
Heavy.
it seems like it's a lot emotionally.
It's a lot, yeah. Kind of reminded me of you because you're an English teacher. He's an
Okay.
English teacher.
Jeez. Man, I'm going to do sit ups after this.
You're going to want to do sit ups after watching that movie.
I did sit ups after Creed 3. Does that count?
Oh, makes sense, right?
totally makes sense.
You know, this past weekend I heard a statistics that only 400,000 or 200,000 Americans have abs, like defined abs, like a six pack.
Yeah.
Because we all have abs, but only,
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
I think it's either 400 or 200,000. I think it's 200,000 have six packs.
and there's like 300
Million Americans, almost
over
400
300.
million.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's crazy. So if you personally know anyone that has abs, like 1% of America.
Most of them are students.
Statistical.
Most of them are very skinny. Yeah. very, very skinny people. Yeah.
So those are all the ones I know.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, actually, so Gabe told me check out this movie, and then I read that synopsis, and it was like an overweight English teacher struggles with his perception of self and his relationships. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not watching this movie. It's too close to home.
No, yeah. It was. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, but
His performance is phenomenal. Also, very
yeah, so
very
great.
deserving. And
Like,
yeah, I'm happy he won.
I
Who
can't,
wouldn't know?
I can't believe that was George of the Jungle.
Encino, man,
Encino.
the guy from The Mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he won an Oscar before the other Mummy, right? Tom Cruise.
Has Tom Cruise ever won an Oscar? I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
Who would have known? All right, the next category is Best Actress, and the nominees were Ana de Armas in Blonde, Kate Blanchett in Tar, Andrea Rosenborough in To Leslie, Michelle Williams in The Fableman, and the winner was Michelle Yeoh from In Everything Everywhere All at Once. Once again, that was a category. That was the person I wanted to win.
I just want to point out how many times we talked about this movie in the past year, and here it is finally getting its comeuppance in all these categories. I think we've said Everything Everywhere All at Once in this episode more than anything else.
It's because we were the trend starters.
No, I don't think that's what happened.
Okay, don't give yourself credit.
I won't.
Was she the one that you guys were rooting for, or
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
She was the one I wanted to root for, but from what I've heard, it was between her or Kate Blanchett.
Well, Kate Blanchett carries that movie with her performance. Yeah, Kate Blanchett was amazing, but I personally am not partial to like giving performance awards for movies that are me personally. I know Tar was nominated for Best Film, but I thought it was one of the weakest selections.
It was not my.
I think it's a performance driven.
It was not my favorite.
Yeah. I think it's a performance-driven film, which is fine. And those movies are, but like this happened with Meryl Streep. She was nominated for The Iron Lady. So I had to watch The Iron Lady. And I was like, she's amazing. This movie is not very good, you know? And it's like, I don't know if you should win over someone who does amazing in an amazing movie.
Yeah.
You know, especially someone like Kate Blanchett, because like she's honestly on her way to just being the next Meryl Streep. Because she's gonna have many more shots at this.
Also, she won one. She won it recently.
Yeah, not recently,
but she won it for Blue Jasmine.
Yeah. Well, I think she's won like 2. I think she has 2 Oscars already.
I know she won for Blue Jasmine.
I don't know.
Oh, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, that was definitely it.
She is a Crystal Skull.
She does play the Crystal Skull. A lot of people don't know that she plays the Crystal Skull.
Oh no, she won. She won for Galadriel.
She won for Galadriel, the movie?
No, in Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
No, she didn't.
She should have won. She should have won. She was the most beautiful.
I'm glad that you're like, no, she didn't, but you didn't bat an eyelash at Crystal Skull. She played the Crystal Skull in Indiana Jones, and she won an Oscar for it. Yes, and
she should have won a Galadriel. Either her or Steven Tyler's daughter.
Should have won for Galadriel.
For Liv Tyler should have won for Arwen. But yeah, this was this person I was rooting for.
I was afraid Michelle Williams was gonna win because people were gonna like write the wrong Michelle in the ballot.
Well, here's the Michelle Williams thing. If Michelle Williams would have run for supporting actress, which she was in that movie, she would have probably won that category.
That's true.
But instead, she ran for
interesting.
Actress. Sorry.
Yeah, female actor. Yeah, thank you for supporting my non-gender.
So you weren't even in the running. I think that was a bad call on the studio. Whoever.
I also don't think it. Yeah, I also don't think it was her Michelle Williams' best performance either. Like she's good, but like she's been nominated for better roles.
But she didn't win, so here we
are. It was Michelle Yeoh's year.
It was her year, man.
Great speech.
Another comeback story as well.
The irony, or not the irony, I guess the expectation that Everything Everywhere All at Once starts winning everything everywhere
all at once, baby.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous. I didn't know if she was going to win it or not because it was so close with her and Kate Blanchett, I thought. But I think I think most people were rooting for Michelle Yeoh. Not because
did she win
not because we don't like Kate Blanchett, obviously.
Yeah.
No, I love Kate Blanchett.
But it was also historic historical
Galadriel,
win.
baby.
Lots of like history
Mhm.
making wins
Mhm.
here, but second person of color win
Yeah, it's
that
true.
after Halle Berry, who they invited to present that, which I thought
Award,
was
yeah.
risky if she hadn't won and was going to give it to Kate Blanchett in the same way that they brought
No, the Academy had to
out
know.
to give.
Kate Blanchett isn't a person of color. Milky White isn't a color.
No.
Yeah.
Is she Australian or something? From
She's from everywhere.
no,
She could be anything. I think she's a German in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I think she's from the Middle Earth.
I think she's just a skull.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle Yeoh won. We're happy.
I have a special place for Michelle Yeoh in my heart ever since I bootlegged Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon as a foreign film on a VHS tape many years ago.
There you go. You supported her.
That's right. Well, that money went to just like anime hurricane. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. All right, now we move on to Best Picture, right? The category with the most nominees. And they were All Quiet on the Western Front, which did pretty well.
I loved this
Yeah,
movie.
Did pretty well. Avatar: The Way of the Water.
Oh, we're in Best Picture already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Avatar: Way of the Water. No, you didn't love this movie? Okay.
No, I didn't, but I forgot that you were going through all of them, so I'm not supposed to comment.
The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, The Fableman, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, Women Talking, and the winner, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, now we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it, yeah. Which one did you want to win? For me, it was
Everything Everywhere All at Once,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
But there's some that I would have accepted.
Which ones would you have accepted?
I would have accepted The Banshees of Inisherin,
Same.
and I would have accepted, ironically, a movie that I saw less than 24 hours before the Oscars because it was about to expire on Amazon Prime for like the 5 days it was on. Women Talking.
You would have accepted
You wouldn't have accepted Top
as
Gun?
Best Picture?
I would have accepted Women Talking as Best Picture. I absolutely loved the movie. It was like, did you see it?
See I'm talking.
Okay, what did you think?
Very good. I'm glad it
You
won.
don't know,
Glad
not
it
as much as
won,
me.
Adapted screenplay. Very.
Yes, absolutely. I think it was a powerful film. I think it was a beautifully written film. The screenplay, that's why I won, because the dialogue is amazing. And I have a really special place in my heart for films that feel like plays, you know? And it was just like the way they adapted the book, which like I downloaded the book immediately and it's like on my reading list now because the way you can tell it's like a book come to life. It's almost in the form of a play and just it's performance driven and it's it's a powerful story. I did a deep dive after. I was like up late at night doing like the research for first the book and then the story that happened in real life that inspired the book and the horrifying end of that story that's way worse than
wow.
you know the hopefulness that we get from the film. And it was just it was a powerful movie and I'm glad that it was nominated and I'm glad that it was
won.
acknowledged and that it won the screenplay. Yeah,
nice.
absolutely. So that I would not have accepted Top Gun.
You wouldn't have?
No. Top Gun is like, come on. I mean,
I think Gabriel would have accepted Top Gun.
Yes,
I mean,
Gabriel
I would have been scared for what that would have done. Like, I would have been scared for the internet culture in general.
Yeah.
Even though I do love that movie and it's honestly my favorite movie of last year, and that's fine. But I just thought,
and that's fair.
If it just felt important that Everything Everywhere won this. What I thought was, it was an irrational fear, but earlier, like before the award ceremony, All Quiet had like a lot of momentum behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. I would have accepted All Quiet.
And it was really good.
Yes.
I also really enjoyed that. I thought that was a really well-made film.
I forgot, even though I interrupted to say. Sorry. Go ahead.
And when it started, I was like, if it does really well, like below the line, and it starts picking up these like wins that people aren't really expecting, and I was like, then there's probably a chance that it's probably number 2, like in the voting scale. And I was like, and if that wins over Everything Everywhere, I would have been a bit sad again because I think it was important that Everything Everywhere won, but I did.
But it won Best International. Movie picture,
which is funny.
Which I thought, like, if you win that one, you're not gonna win the other one.
Well, that's not fair.
I mean,
I don't think so. No, because didn't like Roma.
I think
didn't win Best Picture,
would have won
right?
adapted screenplay.
Did it win Best Picture?
It would have won.
Did Roma win Best Picture?
Roma did win.
Not win Best
did.
Picture.
Yeah, and
Did
so it won. Did it? We're
It
not
did
sure.
win Best Picture.
It did. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so it won international and it won Best Picture. No, I think it's the
One
opposite.
movie though.
Yeah, well, yeah, but this has only happened for like about 3 years, where like the one of the international films is on the Best Picture list, and it's like, okay, where's even the competition in the international category? Clearly, the one that was nominated for Best Film is gonna win. So maybe I guess it makes everyone else like not have too much anxiety going into that. So like we didn't win. Clearly, we didn't win. So it's nice to be nominated, but yeah, no, you could still win both. Yeah. I had a funny like relationship with this film because I grew up watching All Quiet on the Western Front, the original, and like my dad, it was one of his favorite movies. I heard that Netflix was remaking it, and I was like, why? Why are they remaking a classic? And it's Netflix, so it's clearly gonna suck. I had no idea that it was a German production. So once it got nominated, I was like, oh, is this movie good? And then I saw it, and then it just blew me away. But also, how ironic would it have been if the like immigrant Asian American story or like the patriotic jet fighter movie lost to the Germans? That would have been.
I mean, that's how. That's how Seth Rogen must have felt in. That's how Seth Rogen must have felt. Watch, a member, a cast member in The Fableman watching the Germans win over and over and over again.
Where?
In Quiet in the Western Front.
Okay.
I'm not with you. I don't know.
I'm not sure I made. I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm sorry. That one didn't hit for us. Okay. It's just more like I just didn't understand what the connection was. No, we'll move on. Okay, it's okay. It's usually me who just they don't land and we move forward. So yeah, All Quiet was Best Picture worthy. Top Gun, I think it's great. Like I love Infinity War, but I don't want it to be Best Picture, and maybe that makes me a little bit of a snob. And maybe I'm still like upholding a little bit of that, like
hipster.
I don't think it's a hipster because a hipster would be. I don't know what a hipster does anymore. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe hipster's gone mainstream. So
exactly, wouldn't have gone.
Wouldn't a hipster wanted Top Gun to be Best Picture?
No. Hipster would have wanted.
Probably the movies.
Wouldn't have even watched the Oscars.
Wouldn't have probably watched the Oscars.
Wouldn't have watched the Oscars.
No, Elvis. The hipster's movie is Elvis. It wins Best Picture. No,
it's too mainstream.
I don't even know what a hipster is anymore. I don't really think that's even a.
That's what the point I'm getting at. Yeah, I don't.
I think they would have wanted everything everywhere all at once to win.
No, because it was too mainstream.
Nah, but it's a hipster.
That's why nobody knows what a hipster is anymore. Because now everyone is a hipster. So it's like, what's even a hipster anymore?
All right, got to go back to the original meaning. Someone that
some movie that didn't get nominated that nobody watched.
Someone
actually,
that got a hip replacement.
I don't think that's what the original meaning of hipster is. So. Okay, a hipster would want a movie that nobody saw,
right?
To win. There you go. So we don't even know what the hipster Best Picture is. Okay. What were your favorites from this election?
I think Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Which ones didn't you
Banshee of Inisherin?
Yes, that's the other one. Yeah.
I would have liked it. Top Gun. I like Top Gun. I really enjoyed it. The ones that I watched that I didn't want to win were Avatar. I didn't want that to win.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want Elvis to win.
Yeah.
And that's it. Those are the ones I watched.
Lanny, what are your feelings on Avatar?
I enjoyed Avatar.
Okay.
Do I think
you think it deserves to be nominated for Best Film?
Not necessarily. It doesn't
Can you explain to me
really
why?
bother me that it was? I understand, but I think I just understand the politics behind it. I understand for
yeah. Can you explain to me?
Yeah, I think for its technical achievements, I think because there's nothing been done like that. Also, they like James Cameron. Also, James Cameron won for Avatar. That's why. So in my head,
what do you mean won for Avatar?
Like it got nominated for a bunch last time and won. When the first Avatar movie came out. And again, this.
You scared me. I thought you said Avatar won Best Picture, and I was like, that didn't happen.
It felt like it did.
It did feel like we did because we constantly argue about it repeatedly.
But the Hurt Locker won, right?
Yeah, his wife, right?
His wife,
his ex-wife.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Catherine Bigelow.
So I it was one of those before the movie even came out, I was like, this is clearly going to be nominated for all of these technical achievements, and I think that's fine. That's fair. They invented literally new technology for this. That's cool.
Yeah. That stuff's amazing. Yeah. But why are the Avatar movies constantly Best Picture? Like, there's other movies that are also visually groundbreaking, and
I think
the first
it's
one,
politics and James Cameron and a lot of other things that go into it. Also, money. So much money goes into these.
it's money, right? It's
all of
money.
those things. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But like a movie doesn't really get into Best Picture. It's an anomaly when a movie that doesn't have those things behind it gets into Best Picture.
One of these days he's gonna win, right? One of these days James Cameron's gonna win for like Avatar 5,
I mean,
right?
Probably.
Titanic is tied for the most wins ever, so I think James Cameron is good. I think he got
What's it tied against? Is it Lord of the Rings?
Return of the King and Ben-Hur all won 11 Oscars, and I believe that's the record.
Yes, sir. A clean sweep.
Leonie, is Ben-Hur in black and white or color?
I want to say it's color. I want to say it's color.
I've seen it in color too.
Is that
but
remastered?
Gabe was arguing with me the other day.
Is-
Yeah, I think it is the
remastered,
remastered.
right?
But that's how I grew up watching it in color. And the other day, Gabe was like, "Oh, they colored Ben-Hur," and I was like, "Yeah, like in 1984 or something."
Yeah.
I don't know when I've never seen the black and white. He's like, "I've only seen it in black and white."
I've only seen Ben-Hur probably
that's
once, though, and I think it was the remastered version.
I saw it when I was a child because my dad was trying to teach me a lesson.
About if you live a life of war, only Jesus can save you.
No, I don't remember what the lesson was.
Okay.
I didn't. Goes to show you, I was too young for the lesson.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe it was 3 hours long, and you watched it after a long day of clinicals, and you weren't as impressed as.
That'll do it.
Yes.
What do you?
I think that's what it was.
Before we close this Best Picture discussion, do you guys have like a favorite Best Picture movie win ever? Like a movie that you really love that won Best Picture that you're like, yeah, I'm really glad that happened.
Titanic. That's not real.
I think most of the time
That's
I'm
on my heart,
usually
but okay.
disappointed with the ones that tend to win Best Picture.
Mm.
But I think this one, because I was so for this movie and I did not think it was going to win Best Picture. Plus, it's a comedy as well. So I was like, I want this movie to win everything. I thought it was the best movie of the year, but I don't. From the past, I don't.
Yeah, you can't.
The Academy. I thought the Academy would choose a movie like this. So that's why I didn't think this was going to win. So when it won, I mean, there was gained a lot of momentum as the show was progressing. So I thought the chances were pretty high. But when it won, I was like, yes, this is what I need.
It felt right. It felt like it needed to.
Yeah, it felt right.
So what you're telling me is that your best picture winner of all time is the one that just won a week ago?
It's either this one or Return of the Kings.
Yeah.
The Kings?
Return of the King, I'm sorry. Yeah, Kings, because every one of all those actors and actresses in that movie are kings and queens.
I think Return of the King is mine, probably.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which one else.
I'm saying that seriously.
I didn't watch the Oscars on Titanic. It was nominated. I watched.
You really put me on the spot here. Did The Godfather win Best Picture?
Yeah.
I want to say
Godfather 1 and 2.
No, I think just 2, actually.
No, Godfather 1 Best Picture.
Oh, yeah, it did?
I don't know that.
Yeah.
And 2?
And 2.
And that one didn't come to mind?
I mean, I thought it was like that you've watched as.
Oh, no. I think he's like
your favorite Best Picture.
Favorite movie that's won Best Picture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that we've watched.
No.
It doesn't have to. I mean, but I'm assuming if it's your
No,
favorite,
'cause
I'm
then-
assuming
then-
it's your favorite movie that's won. It's because you've seen it. Though.
Oh.
I think he means that he's watched win Best Picture. Like he watched the Oscar
I said the
ceremony.
I said the Titanic.
Yeah,
I was
and that's what.
3 when that came out.
And that's why I said I didn't watch Titanic.
No. Titanic's my favorite movie that I've never watched.
And that's why I made that statement. Like usually when I watch it, the movie that I want to win doesn't necessarily.
I don't think
win.
I watched When Return of the King. I was in like the 3rd, 4th grade.
Oh, I watched that one.
It was before your
Before
time.
my time.
You should check it out.
That was the first Oscars I ever watched.
The first Oscar I ever
One?
watched.
Swept?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal? hosted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I don't remember. I want to say yes.
Maybe
I love Billy
not. Might have
Crystal.
been earlier. No, I think it was actually.
This is gonna be random, but you know what theme song I really like? It's a Monsters Inc. theme song.
It's a great one.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That's a great one.
That's pretty random.
I know, but I just heard it the other day on TikTok, and I was like, I'm gonna just keep on playing this video over and over again The dances is music.
You know, I think the
song.
first Oscar ceremony I ever watched was the year before that, like Chicago one. So I don't think I think I was a senior in high school the first time I watched the Oscars. Like I knew A Beautiful Mind and Gladiator had won, and I knew American Beauty had won, but I didn't know Shakespeare in Love. That's that big controversy that Shakespeare in Love won that year instead of Saving Private Ryan.
Harvey Weinstein.
Like I only knew him. Yeah. Oh, I knew The English Patient won because of Seinfeld. Yeah, growing up. I think that's as far back as. Oh, I knew Schindler's List was the best movie ever. So that goes back to '93. I knew Unforgiven won. No, I knew Dances with Wolves won. I guess the '90s. I guess I knew what was retroactively. I knew, but I think the first time I saw the Oscars was 2002. So I'm guessing you watched it like right after.
Yeah, I watched it with you guys.
Yeah, so that's fair.
But yeah, I'd say Lord of the Rings that I've watched. Maybe The Godfather.
Sure.
Haven't been able to see part 2. Told myself I was going to do that this week. Part 1 and 2, haven't done that.
Ooh, Rocky. Rocky won Best Picture?
Rocky also won Best Picture, yeah.
Ooh, that's one of my favorite movies. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, you're right. The Godfather Part 2. I'm literally going through all of them.
Yeah, I believe it's Godfather, Rocky, Godfather Part 2, right? Is that the order?
Yeah, so...
That they won Best Picture?
Yeah. Godfather Part 2.
Yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia is amazing. Have you guys seen Lawrence of Arabia?
I have not.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it because of Obi-Wan.
Yeah, well, that's what got... Actually, that's a funny story. The things that bring us to these kind of like celebrated award-winning films, yeah, like I needed to watch all the Obi-Wan movies. And like he did that, Bridge on the River Kwai, Lawrence of Arabia, I believe he's in Dr. Zhivago. You know, and that's why I went through a run where I was just like, I'm going to watch all the Alec Guinness movies. All right. So what's next?
You didn't pick your movie.
It was a good show?
Yeah.
Me? I think I said Rocky. I think I'm going to settle on Rocky.
Rocky?
Just not to take The Godfather from Link, since I know it's one of his favorite movies. But maybe I'll say The Godfather Part 2
because you
because
can take The Godfather.
Link's never. No, I'm gonna say Godfather Part 2 because you've never seen it.
Yeah.
So, isn't that the craziest thing? Like, if you had a favorite movie that you just never seen the critically acclaimed sequel to it. Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame me. They're 3 hours long.
You've seen all of the Lord of the Rings.
Also, it's been like 20 years.
Yes, I can blame you.
Are you saying that every year that I watch Lord of the Rings extended edition, I should stop one of those years and replace it with The Godfather Part 2?
Watch those 3 and then watch The Godfather Part 2.
No, every year that you rewatch the Lord of the Rings extended edition is a year that you spit in the face of The Godfather Part 2. This summer, you heard it. This summer, we're gonna watch the epic. And that's it.
All right.
Okay, it's sitting.
No. I don't want to watch the epic. I want to watch.
Oh yeah, you got to watch 2 first.
2 first, and then
you got to watch the epic. Yeah, you're right.
You got to come down for that, Leanne.
Let me know.
Wait, she has to come down for the epic or for Part 2?
Whichever one.
No, you watch Part 2 on your own,
Yeah.
man. We've all seen it. Then we'll watch the epic together. Okay.
But yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's our episode on the Oscars.
That was this year's Oscar. That's not usually how we end the episodes, right? Well, that was the episode. It's over now.
It's over now. Have a great day. But no, we always leave in a hopeful note, right?
Sure.
And you see this right here? I'm holding my my Oscar, my Academy Award right here. My Golden Academy Award that Jamie Lee Curtis gave me. And if there's one speech that caught my attention the most, it was Ki Hugh Kwan's speech, right?
Yeah.
And his story of never giving up. He could have given up so many times, right? When Hollywood stopped calling him for roles, he could have given up, right? But instead, he went to film school. He graduated. He also became a stunt coordinator. He worked on the X-Men movies. He did things, but he never gave up. And the last second, the most unexpected time during the pandemic, he got the role of his life in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And because of that role, that random role, he ended up winning Best Picture. Imagine had he given up.
He won Best Picture?
He won Best Picture.
Just him.
He won the whole Best Picture. Had he given up after Encino Man, we would have never had seen him. Also, if Jackie Chan didn't take
What?
this role,
Did you switch to Brendan Fraser?
no, he's also an Encino Man.
He's in
Yeah,
Encino
that's
Yeah,
how they
Man.
know
Encino
me.
Man
That's
got
how
2
they
Academy
know each
Award
other.
winners.
And why they're like both on this.
Oh, I didn't
comeback
know they knew each other.
journey.
Yeah, exactly. The comeback kids, baby. And I don't know where you are in life. Maybe you've fallen too many times. Maybe you feel like Hollywood doesn't want to give you any more movies. But guess what? You get back up.
That's awfully specific.
You get back up. You read those scripts and you pick a movie that you think is gonna win Best Picture and you go for it, okay? Because Goonies never say
Die.
What does it go?
Goonies.
Die. Goonies never say die.
What?